What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Farming Simulator 22. Um, Taking a little break off for the month of November, pretty much. Between the job, me working anywhere between 140, 160 hours every 2 weeks. And then holidays, Thanksgiving. I was sick. I didn't have COVID, but I was sick. And my two sons, they both came down with COVID at separate times. So it's been one of the months where I just decided, just kick back, relax as much as I can while I'm at home, because I don't really have much time to do anything else. So I work, I come home, sleep, and go back to work. So it's pretty much how it's been. So this might be how I'm going to be doing things here lately, or from now on, is trying to do some videos for you guys. So let's go ahead and we're going to go and try to find some land here. Let me go ahead and bring up the map. So as of right now, we're over here in the store facility right here, right in the center. And then you can see here in the center now where we have all of our equipment that comes in game. We don't own any of the land. We don't own any land. This is on like the hardest whatever difficulty. So what I'm thinking is, because we have a harvester with a header for like the wheat, barley, canola, oats, soybeans, sorghum, and I think that's about all this header. Well, that's pretty much majority of everything that this header can handle. So I see field number 39 right here is oats. Field 38 looks to be canola. So I might see about purchasing with the money that we have. See about purchasing field 38 and 39, so that way we can actually go ahead and have something to work off of, to be able to, get money at the end of the season. And then I might end up turning in, if I can have enough money eventually, we might turn some of these other fields here into our actual farm. But as of right now, let's go ahead and purchase fields 38 and 39. All right, so that is that. Let's go and hop back into our truck, and we'll go ahead and actually, can I do something real quick? That way I don't even have to really do anything. Let's see. Set destination. Let's go here and we'll do that. All right. So now we're already in the truck. I'm not actually controlling this. The AI is. Let's see how well they do. This is something new for FS22. If you don't want to do something in a vehicle, you can actually set up the waypoint and just have it go. Alright, so it does seem kind of wonky. I mean, it works, but at the same time, it's like, the heck is it doing? And I like how one light's lit up. I move to this side, and this light's lit up. You look. Oh, AI! Oh my God! What the heck? Yeah, pull over, get the information. What? Hey, hit and run! Hit and run! He's gone. Actually, I think that would have been my fault. I don't know what the heck this AI is doing. Like I said, I'm not controlling this, so you see me set it up for the AI, but I think it's also because this is a modded truck. The trailer's in game. Oh, my four-wheeler's about ready to fall off the trailer. The four-wheeler and the truck are both mods. Alright, we should be coming up here shortly. Hopefully we don't lose that four-wheeler. I'm kind of worried about that. It's kind of rocking back and forth back there. We should be coming up to our turn. Actually, it's up here a little further. It's at the intersection here. In the middle of this little town area right here. Making this left, and then there's a curb. Luckily, there's nobody stopped at that stop sign. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wrong side of the road. We're in America. Get on the other side of the road. Almost. Yep, there you go. And we are here. Yeah. So let's go ahead and oh man, this field is full of... I'm just gonna go through these bushes here. It's an older truck, I don't mind. So, fields 38 is right here in front of us. Don't mind the trees in the background. That is a bug in the game still. Let's see. Yeah, this field, that's gonna have a lot of weeds. And then 39 is right here, which actually doesn't look too bad. I see a little bit of weeds here, but nothing drastic. And they're both ready to harvest, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this around, get it parked up, and then I got to go get the harvester and bring that all the way over here. I'm not going to worry about the weeds right now, because I don't have... Ooh, props. I'm not going to worry about the weeds right now, because I don't have anything unless we rent a piece of machinery. I don't have anything to really take care of the weeds. So, like I said, I'm going to go around this field here since I can't exactly turn around with the trailer. And then go get the harvester. And I will be back here to start the harvest. Alright, so I got the harvester already over by the field. I actually ended up going back again to get the tractor with our trailer so we had something to put our grain in. But the other thing I want to do is I'm going to have to go to the bank, because when we first start this and the difficulty, it automatically gives you a crap ton of money because you start off with a massive loan. So before I start this harvest, I'm going to go in and I'm going to pay back as much as that loan as I possibly can, because all I've really done so far with the money is I purchased the truck, and well, I sold the truck that was given to us on the map, which I'll show you what it is. I ended up selling that truck, buying this truck, and then buying this four-wheeler. So first I'll go into the shop here, and when you first started the map, you started off with this pickup truck right here, the Lizard pickup 1986, which is a nice little tiny truck to start off with. But I mean, it's $25,000. So I sold that off, and I went ahead and I purchased this Ford. It's a mod because I have a few mods in here. I got a Chevy. This is a nice Chevy Silverado. Um, the suspension is lacking, and the weight of the truck is lacking. But it's a decent truck. It looks good. The Ford Super Duty, that is probably by far the best truck mod I have out in the game right now. The Ram, this is the only Ram mod that I've been able to find so far. It looks good, but I haven't towed anything with it. I don't think it can. It's got the ball hitch on the back, but I don't think it can actually tow anything. But I haven't really tried it though. Then I have these two are mods, the four-wheeler and the Gator side by side. This is a mod. This is the truck we're currently using. And then this is a mod. I think it still has it's being worked on. The interior is okay, but it doesn't sound the greatest. So anyhow, back to what I was saying. It's $25,000 for the pickup 1986 that you start off with. I sold that off, and then I went ahead and I purchased this, but I just kind of, modified it a bit, threw on that. That's the DRW stock. That's what I've kept it as. Put on the ranch hand bumper, the tools in the back, and then I just changed the color up of everything. And it came out to $20,750. So I actually made a little bit of money. So I took that extra money, that $5,000, but then I put it right back into this four-wheeler here. So that's pretty much what I did there. Let's get into here. I need to go and find the bank. Yes, loan $200,000. So let's go ahead and repay as much as that, if not all of that. I think we're going to be able to repay it all right off the rip. There we go. So now we're going to have $135,572. So that's a little bit better to start off on. It's a little bit, more realistic. I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and unfold everything here. And let's get in here. Oops, wrong button. That's what I was meaning to do. And the good thing about this game is the more you use it, the more wear and tear you actually see, which is nice. So not only does the paint fade, but you also see wear and tear on it. It's nice. Pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get in here and start harvesting. So this is going to take a little while. These are pretty big fields for this harvester. But until we can actually get our money up there, it's going to be a little while before we can actually purchase anything else. So that is all right. We will need to work for it. I'm not going to go in and there's an easy way of giving yourself money. And I also have a mod where if things really got bad for us, what I would do is I have a mod. I would play it off as, where we would have to I'd play it off to where we would actually have to apply with the government for help, and then they would give us a sign that we could put on our property, and depending on which sign we get will determine on how much money per day or per month or whatever we get. So I mean, if we have to, we'll do that, but I'm not gonna do it just to help speed things along. I would actually do it if we absolutely needed the extra income, the extra help to fund everything. But as of right now, things should work out pretty decently. 135,000, that could go a long ways. It's just gonna take forever to harvest, plow, cultivate, reseed, everything. We are in seasons mode. The game does have seasons in it. Right now it is in August. I think I have it set up for 3 days per month. So you could set it up to where it's 1 day a month, to where as soon as 1 day passes, that is a month. And which, I mean, starting out here might not be a bad thing to do to help speed things along a little bit. But I don't know. Until we, because we do have some money. We have 135,000. I mean, if we could, after we harvest all this, we can see how much money we have after we go and get it sold off and everything else. See how much money we have. Maybe we can purchase even more fields. We can go and scout, see what fields still need to be harvested by the time we're done with these two. And maybe purchase something, go and harvest them. That way we have even more farmland right off the rip for us to utilize and to rework and stuff like that. Because the more money we have at the end of harvest season, the more we can afford bigger and better machines. Alright, so we are at 20. This field was not taken care of, as you can see. We've made it almost all the way around the first headland here, and we're only at 30%, full. This thing should be almost filled up by now. So this is canola, I believe. I could be mistaken. But I'm also going to try to do my best not to hire a driver or hire a worker for the field work. I am waiting for one mod that I was using a lot during FS19, which is course play. Basically, you use a mod and you can set and save field work, whether it's harvesting, plowing, cultivating, whatever it is. You can actually have it, you put in how big or how wide your implement is that you're using, whether it's the header or cultivator, whatever you're using to work the field, sprayer, whatnot. You put that information in and what field you're planning on working, and it automatically went ahead and drew up the course that it would have to take in order to take care of the whole entire field using that implement. And it was basically still you behind the wheel, like I am now, and you didn't have to touch anything. You just pretty much forced it out. You hit play, and it went and did everything for you. Just like how I hired that helper to drive the truck and trailer out to here from the shop. You can do that in course play. You can have it to where you can have one vehicle on course play saved and work in the field harvesting. You can have another vehicle like a tractor and trailer or an auger wagon. Do it to where it can be alongside the field, and whenever your harvester needed to be emptied, your tractor, your other vehicle would recognize that, and it would go over and unload your harvester for you. And then once that auger wagon was completely full, you can have it set to where it goes over to like another tractor trailer or semi and trailer, however you want to say it. And it would just sit there and it would unload, and then once the auger unloads into that, it'll sit there and wait for the harvester to be needing to be on field again. and it would just keep doing that. And then once your truck is filled 100%, or if you just wanted it to go, you can set it to go. It will go to the granary or to your farm, silo, wherever you want it to, and it will go. So I'm really hoping that Courseplay will come out for FS22 here shortly, because that was a very nice mod. Oops, I forgot to turn the hazards off in the tractor here when I brought it over. But that was a really nice mod because you can do so much stuff without actually hiring a worker, and you'd be able to get it done and save yourself so much money. And it was so much more efficient because you can do everything all at once without hiring a bunch of people. But hopefully that will come out shortly. Did I miss any? I don't think so. All right. So we are at 62% full. We are starting to work on our second headland pass right now. I don't think we're going to make it all the way back around, but it's going to be close. So anyhow, I am going to go ahead and do this, try to get this field harvested. And let's see how long it takes us. All right, so we are almost filled up on our first little harvest here. 1 more percent, we shall be good to go. There we go. All right, let's hop on out of there, and let's go get the tractor over here and start on filling. I'm not really I'm not expecting a big yield off of this field. I mean, as you can see, it's only 50% fertilized. What needs weeded? 100% weeds. I mean, it needed some work, that's for sure, but I don't have anything to take care of the weeds or anything else. So, and then once I do all this, I need to see if I can purchase a mulcher, a roller, and something to pick up rocks. If the roller doesn't work, I need something to help pick up rocks, because the roller would possibly be able to the roller would help push the rocks back down in after I plow. But if the roller doesn't work, I'm going to need something to actually pick up the stones itself. So, oh, and this needs lime, so I also need to purchase something to spread lime, and I gotta purchase lime, which honestly, maybe I don't know. We'll have to see how much we have, because it'd be nice to get the lights are on too in this. I do have a mod for being able to there's a factory you can build purchase and place down that you can turn rocks that you pick up out of your field, and it'll turn those rocks into lime. So I need to, that's like $80,000 I think for that. So I don't know if that's gonna work. Might be better off just purchasing the lime until I can make more money. But anyhow, let me go ahead and finish up the second headland here, and then I have to figure out which way I'm going to go in this field, which I think I'm going to start on this end and work my way in that direction. So let me go ahead and finish off this headland here, and we shall start. All right, so we are halfway filled up here. You can see how much we've already taken off of this field, and this is going to take a while. I mean, it's nice that it's not filling up that quick, because less frequent stops we got to make. But at the same time, we're not going to get the big yields and the money off of it. But at least it's not going to take as long as I thought it was going to. But it's still taking a heck of a long time. So I'm used to the cultivators where the header is about 3 times as wide as this. So it doesn't take that long to get through a field that is this size. But the other thing I wanted to bring up to you guys, for everybody who knows, and the other reason why I haven't been on and live streaming as much lately is not only am I working a bunch of hours, but it's the hours that I work. I work second shift right now from 3 p.m. until 11 p.m. If I go in early, I have to work from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. If I have to work late, I have to work 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. So it's 4 hours one way or the other if I had to go in early or stay late. So the next shift bid will be starting, I believe, after the first week of January's up. So I think the 7th or 8th, around there is when the next shift bid starts, and I'm actually going to be working first shift now. So I will be going in, my normal hours will be from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. If I get called in or if I'm forced in early, I'll have to work from 3 a.m. until 3 p.m. And if I have to stay late, I'll be working from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. And instead of having Tuesdays and Wednesdays off like I have now, I will now be having Mondays and Tuesdays off. So, yeah. So that's going to be nice. Going back to days and hopefully being able to get more content out for you guys. Being back onto a little bit of a normal schedule, minus not being off Saturdays and Sundays like normal jobs are. I'll be off Mondays and Tuesdays, but I will be back on day shift, and the latest I will have to work is 7 p.m. unless something unordinary pops up to where I'm forced in to where it's like an emergency happens where I have to stay more than 12 hours that day. So, but yeah, so that's going to be nice, and it's going to be a hard adjustment, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be a lot better off. Be able to see my kids a lot more and stuff like that, my family, because I haven't been able to really do anything on second shift. So, and I think I'm going to have to move this tractor. Yeah, since I have to move this tractor, I might as well go ahead and just unload. So I want to get this out of the headland. That way it's not in our way, because it's going to be in our way the next pass. I need to make sure I don't run into the other field, because I will damage the crops. This trailer is actually over 50% as well, so I'm not quite sure. Let me turn these hazards off. I don't need them on. Not quite sure on how much more, like how many. Ooh, I can actually jump up here. Yeah, I'm not sure this is going to take another full load of the harvester. I'm at 82%. Oops, wrong button. I'm at 82%. So, all right. Well, let's see what we have here after this next load. All right. I am somehow getting a little crooked here. I think I know I'm gonna miss a little bit here. I'm gonna go back and get this little bit here that I'm missing. But on the next pass, I am going to try to line up at the edge of the field best I can and try to get the line straight again. See if I get looking a little bit better again, because this, actually, I might have already done it. Might have already actually was able to straighten it back out again. I don't know. See and find out here. All right, so that's pretty much straightened back out. I'm just gonna set the cruise and just go. As you can see, the money hasn't been going down. I have not used any hired worker. And as you can tell, I haven't been using a hired worker because I had to make sure that my rows were getting straightened back out again. So I was slightly getting off on this end of the field down here. So gotta make sure that we're not starting to half moon shape. All right, our rows. Either it's this row or the next, we might hit 100%. Now, I will, if you guys want to, I will show you guys what mods I'm using. Just let me know in the comments below if you want to see what mods I'm using, like currently. Because I am thinking about if I, get other people that have the game and want to play, try to start a multiplayer, get more people in here. Even if they don't have mods, we can always play without mods. It's no big deal. And just slowly add them as we go. But I do want to start a farm in multiplayer. I just think it'd be a little bit more fun, and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think, if you guys want to see that. Let's see, we're going to be close. I hope we can get all the way down to the end of this and turn around before, or I'm going to have to back up and get over so that way I can unload this. But I'm thinking we might be able to get down to the end get turned around before. We're at 92%. Oh yeah. Yeah, we should be able to make it. But I think, nope, not this time. One of these times it's gonna start filling up a little bit faster because we're gonna have less turning around to do because the field's gonna start getting longer for us. Now I do have a mod in right now that automatically stops your harvester once you hit 100%, so that way you don't keep going and damage any crops. So like right here, right there, you see how that hard stop? That is due to the mod that I have in, and automatically stops it for me. All right, so I'm not going to be able to get a full unload off of this. As you can see, it's pretty full already. Then we're going to have to see where we can take this for the best price. All right, let's see if we can get this thing completely unloaded into here. Which I don't think we're going to. 100%. How much do we still have in the harvester? 61%. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to turn this off. Oops. Turn it back on so that way I can get this in. Then turn it off and then hop back in the tractor here. All right. Let's see where we get the best price for canola. All right, so it looks like right now it is going to be Goldcrest Valley, which I believe that is the granary for the train. So we're going to tag that place. And yeah, I do believe it is. You can see that green beam of light. So let's get going. I'm going to turn my four-ways back on. And then we'll go and I'll show you what we kind of have to do to get this grain sold off. Because it's not just a dump and go. It's a dump, wait, and then go. Is this the road? Yeah, it is. All right. This tractor, I might have to switch this tractor out because it doesn't have the best horsepower. And even with the weight on the front, the front's kind of bouncy. Oop, there's a van there. All right. Now, this is a modded map, but it's off the original, and even in the original map, the bridge is like this. I really wish that they would kind of get that knocked down to where it's more of a natural slope up to the bridge and back down. All right, so we got to come up here and unload the grain. All right, so first things first, I want to show you guys something. There's collectibles on the maps. And I just saw one here. I knew it was here. But these things are all over the map. There's tractors, trailers, there's animals. You collect these. If I can get closer to it. There's $1,000. And you can see, you found the harvester. There are 9 more harvesters to be found. So that's $1,000 just for finding that and picking it up. All right, let's see how much we get. Why is it not dumping? Oh, it is. I'm just not getting the money off it. That's right. I will show you guys why we didn't get money here once we get the field completely harvested. But first, let's head back and we'll get back to harvesting. So I will see you when we get back to the go. So, yeah, she's getting kind of dirty here. Oop. And as you can see, it's showing the wear and tear on the implement here, the header. Doesn't look all nice and new anymore. And there we go. All right. So we should be able to go down and back once, and then it'll be getting to the longer sections of the field. So let's get moving. We have more harvesting to do. 90%. It's gonna be close. I might just unload once we get down to the end, no matter what. Unless we hit 100% before then, which I don't know if we will or not. We might. It's gonna be close. $95. All right, we made it to the end. $97%. All right. Yeah, you can definitely see a lot of wear and tear on this thing now. So let me head on over to the tractor and get this unloaded. So we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 rows in. Down and back for the long. So that's pretty good. We might be able to almost get the rest of this field in one more load. All right, so we are now just a little bit above 60%, almost a 65% full. We might get the next row in heading back the other way. But I don't think we're going to be able to finish it off on this load. I think we're going to be a little bit over. A little bit there. Yep. All right. Yeah, because we're now at 70%. I don't know if we're going to... Well, we might be able to, because that last bit isn't going to be a full row. So it almost depends on what we're at going back down this way. I just don't know if we're gonna be able to fit another almost 25% in. Or I mean, I think this one row is gonna be more than 25%. We're at 75% full now. That last row is just a little sliver. But I just don't know. Guess we'll see and find out. Hopefully we can get the rest of this field in without needing to unload and then get a little bit left over. We might be able to get it. We're not even to 85% yet. 84. 84%. So we should be able to finish off this field. I hope. Going to be close. I think we're going to finish off at like 97, 98%. I could be wrong. Heck, we're probably even lucky to get 90%. We're still at 84%. We might only be at 86% by the time we get to the end of this. Not even 86%. There's 85. What's really going to suck is if this load won't fit in the trailer. We have some left over. 85% still. Still 85%. And done. %. All right, that field is harvested. Let's get down here, unload, and then we'll go and take the trailer back over, unload that. Then we'll have to come back here, possibly get whatever's left over in this, take that back. Then I'll show you what we have to do to actually get the money for this grain for the canola. Just unload it out of here. Canola, and there we go. Love the new sound effects that they put in for the trailers and stuff. All right, so then we have to come down here. I'm not going to drive the tractor down there, but go here. Turn the tractor off. And if I remember correctly, yep, there's another little collectible here yet. Let's go ahead and get that. Another 1,000, so we're now up to 137,000. Remember, after we paid the loan off, we had 135,000, so that's why we're making our monies from the collectibles. All right, so let's go ahead and there we go. All right, so here's the train. It ended up coming from this direction. So let's hop up on in it here, and this, you basically just control just like any other vehicle. Gotta first start the engine. All right, let's get moving over to the silo. Now this automatically takes this track. You don't have to steer it. All right, so it is canola, so we're going to be trying to fill that second train car, which is for grain. Just trying not to go too fast here. Go ahead and fill this up. We put canola in. We'll go over to canola and hit start, and you can see it filling up that grain car. And let's see how much of the grain car is filled. 32%. So we'll back it back up. Now this, I just push the throttle a little bit, and it's staying a constant speed right now. It won't slow down until you start trying to hit the brake or go the other direction. Like right now, I'm trying to slow it down just a little bit. There we go. The train will now drive to Goldcrest Valley and will return on the other side of the map. Do you want the train to sell the loaded goods to Goldcrest Valley? Yes. And $9,800 for that. Minus $69 for vehicle leasing cost. It's $1,000 per hour for the train. And I only use $69, so. All right. So, I guess it is time to head back to the field. So that is how you use the train to sell off goods, whether it be grain or other materials, because there's more of these sell points down the track that's further away. So it all depends on where you're trying to pick up the goods from and selling it to Goldcrest. Because you have to come all the way down here to summon the train. And then you have to take the train down the tracks to whatever point it is that you want to load. So eventually, especially on multiplayer, you start getting a bunch of grain, logs, anything that you can put on the train. You might have to make multiple stops down and then return it back. So I can see it happening in single player. It's just going to take a long, long time to be able to do it. So I'm actually going to take this back. Actually, no, I'm not, because the other field is just right here. So I'm just going to put this over here where the other field's at that we're going to have to harvest at a later date. So I'm probably not going to be able to do that in this episode, because you've seen how long it took for this episode. I'm just going to park it up over here with our truck. I'm not going to worry about the harvester at this point in time. All right, turn the hazards off here. All right. Oops. I hope I turn the tractor off. How's our fuel looking? Not that bad. All right. I know the harvester, about a quarter down, like it used about a quarter tank of fuel. So as you can see, I took the four-wheeler down off the trailer, so I didn't know if we were going to need the truck for anything or not. So, but yeah, this truck isn't that bad. I mean, the interior is okay. I mean, there's no rear view mirror, but I just don't see how an older model truck has a touchscreen, but that's why I kind of like the outer view of this, minus the glitchy tree color. It tends to do that in like the months where like the coloring and stuff, the leaves will change colors. But like during winter, spring, summer, you don't see that. But in the fall time is when you see the trees doing that for some reason or another. Whenever it's around the time where they're going to start changing colors is when it does that. But I want to show you everything else that we have at the farm. As you can see, I mean, like I said, I have the sensitivity turned all the way down on the steering, and it's still all over the place. All right, stop. So you can see a nice little, I mean, they did a heck of a job with this map. And this is a modded map, but it's a modded map of the original map. What they did is, like, on the original map, you come in here, and there's a house where this first building's at on the right. Over by that single tree over here. Right here, there's a big red barn that sits right here that they took out because they put this big barn in, and then pretty much where this building's sitting was like a little maintenance shed. All right, I don't think there's anything in here. I could be mistaken. Nope, there isn't. The trailer was sitting right here until I took it to the shop to load up the four-wheeler. Close that. Is this door open? Oh, it does. Nice. So this is what comes with the map. You get the John Deere, the 7810. You get the weight and a little tiny seeder. And then you get the John Deere 4755 with the weight and cultivator. And then you get the front attachment with the bucket and wow, pallet forks. And then you get, where's it at? You get this cultivator, or harvester, I should say, not cultivator, harvester with the head. And then you get this Massey Ferguson 3670 with this trailer. So the only things that didn't come in the map that I have right now is this four-wheeler and my truck. So usually people start out here with their farms because everything's right here. But like I said, there's no silos. I mean, I don't own this land. You have to purchase land. Even though all your stuff starts off here, you don't own the land. But you could use this. You can come up here for the fertilizer, and you can go ahead and do this, and you can purchase fertilizer and fill it up, so that way you can, instead of buying pallets, you can fill this up and then fill your implements up. Same with fuel. You can come over here, refuel this, and then you can use this to fill up with. And then you have seeds, lime, and then liquid fertilizer. And then over here, you have another shed. I don't think there's anything in here. Nope, there's nothing in this one. Then you have more parking over here. And then something for like a longer truck or something. But this is also the maintenance bay if you need to do maintenance. But you do have to watch out on how many tires you have on your tractors, because you may or may not be able to fit in this door. So be mindful of that. But so yeah. But that is one field done, ladies and gentlemen. Next will be this field over here, which I believe was oats. And we have $147,301. So let me know what you'd like to see done. Would you like to sell off 2 of our tractors and the harvester and harvester head to try to get a little bit larger of a harvester and a little bit larger harvester head, so we're not taking forever to harvest these fields? Or should we save our money and just wait? So let me know. And so yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And like I said, I am very sorry I took pretty much all month off last week, but between being sick and working so many hours, I had to take a break. I apologize. But hopefully at the beginning of the year, which is actually in a 1 month from today, I should be starting the new shift, working days. So hopefully I will be back to a little bit normal schedule on weeknights. And that's the only reason why I haven't been live streaming on weeknights, because by the time I get off at 11 o'clock, if not having to stay over until 3 a.m., it's way too late to do any live streaming. So I've been holding off on it, trying to get to it on my days off, but there's so many things I haven't been able to do throughout the week. By the time my days off come, it's just everything's packed into them 2 days, and I just lose track of time, and I'm not able to get to it, or I'm not feeling good to where I just can't talk right, or I'm coughing and sniffling and sneezing and everything else. So I'm finally feeling better and everything else. So hopefully we should be going back towards being a little bit more active on the channel. So like I said, going back to days at 1 month time. So if you made it this far in the video, if you liked it, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're new here, please subscribe. It helps the channel out. We are still on that road to $1,000. I wish 1,000 subscribers. So every like and subscription helps. And if you made it this far, put down in the comments day shift. So that way I know that you actually watched it this far and that you enjoyed it and cannot wait to get back to a little bit more normal of a schedule here on the channel. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.